Welcome to the vent.
Why don't they make it safer?
Risk of death turns people on.
Who's that?
It's Niki Lauda.
He's a genius in the car. James can be a loose cannon, but there is no better driver.
I was prepared to die to beat you. There's nobility in that.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
Rush.
Welcome back to the vent. So, this week I had to go review Rush. And I have to be honest, I was very excited. Mainly because of Ron Howard. I follow him on Twitter and he pretty much gave us a lowdown on what it took to make this film. I mean, he tweeted pictures of them shooting it and post-production. So, he had me anticipating a great film from the get-go.
That was the racetrack. There's been an accident. The driver's been injured. He's coming in now.
Hello. I think the racetrack telephoned ahead that I was coming.
Rush is actually a true story. It's based on the rivalry between Niki Lauda and James Hunt, set in 1970s through a great time of Formula One, where everything was dangerous, fast-paced, and pretty much your life was on the line every time you jumped in the car.
James can be a loose cannon, but in terms of raw talent, there is no better driver in the world.
James Hunt is played by Chris Hemsworth. Now, all the ladies know this man, but all the guys probably know him as the God of Thunder, Thor! And he does a fantastic job in this. He plays a very, very good-looking playboy, doesn't care about life, lives life on the edge, kind of like a English driver we know right now. Oh, no, I didn't!
Why don't they make it safer?
Risk of death turns people on.
Niki Lauda is played by Daniel Bruhl. You might know him from *Inglourious Bastards, and he does a stellar job in this. He's more of a straight and narrow, very calculated, but not very liked individual.
Who's that?
It's Niki Lauda.
He's just been signed by Ferrari.
I'm both quicker than you and better at setting up the car.
Niki and James are pretty much, well, opposites. They don't like each other, but I think there's some camaraderie because they love the sport of Formula One and they understand each other's dedication. They might not approach it the same way, but there is a level of respect that they have for one another throughout the film.
I heard about this thing with Niki.
Everyone has.
James, do you think you can cope with the pressure?
To be a champion, you have to really believe it.
I was thoroughly immersed into this film and I felt like I was in the 1970s. Ron Howard is very good at this. You might know him from, well, Frost Nixon, where you feel like you're in that time, in that period. It's just the way he kind of puts in the language, puts in the style, and the costumes are amazing. You truly feel like, hey, you know, I'm in the 1970s.
James Hunt is a proven winner at the highest level.
Is there a question? Or are you just trying to piss me off?
Now, I'm gonna level with you. I'm not the biggest Formula One fan, but that's what I judge a good sports film by. If you can actually like and have appreciation for a sport that you don't care about. And this is what this film does for me. I mean, you truly feel like you're in the races with the drivers. In that seat, going around bends at 300 miles per hour. It's kind of like what it is being in a taxi in the Joburg CBD.
This is an incredible battle between these two drivers.
The thing I love about this film is that you truly get the themes of dedication, sportsmanship, obsession, and a love and appreciation for someone's craft. And I've got to say, Ron Howard did a fantastic job, and the cast was stellar.
More powerful than even the fear of death itself is the will to win. Which is why I'm here begging.
You really think you can beat him?
Trust me.
The things I really liked about Rush were the lessons and themes I took from it, which were dedication, love for your sport, but also mad obsession and what one will do to get to the top of their game. The cast was fantastic, as well as the direction. My favorite part of the film was really the cinematography because you truly get into every single detail of the time, the racing, and just the individuals.
Today with the rain, it's the most dangerous trick in the world.
That all depends on how good you are in the rain.
Let's race.
My only problem was the supporting cast. I feel like you never truly understand the importance in the lives of Niki and James. And they just kind of go in and out of the film and come out and you're like, okay, what was the point of them in the film? Other than the fact that it's a true story.
Talk to me, James.
Don't go to men who are willing to kill themselves driving in circles looking for normality.
The film leaves you on the edge of your seat. It's just so exciting and riveting and dangerous. Well, look, if you're a Johannesburg taxi driver, this doesn't really bother you.
I feel responsible for what happened.
Watching you win those races, you were equally responsible for getting me back in the car.
The showdown between you and Nikki is all anyone wants to see.
Rush gets a very entertaining and fast-paced 8 out of 10 for me. It's not just for all your Formula 1 enthusiasts, but just anybody who wants to see a good sports film, and this is what it delivers. So I suggest you go watch Rush. If you don't like it, if you do, let me know. Catch us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you. See you next time.